Previously on Tomb Raider 2. But yeah, let's go ahead and fail miserably at this simple platforming challenge because we're bad at this game. And with that, the adventure continues. Welcome back everyone to the Tomb Raider Marathon. I'm Jonathan Wolf, and today we're going to be moving on to level 4 of Tomb Raider 2, which is the Opera House. And this is one of my favorite levels in the game, which, you know, it's very interesting considering that we're going into a building, but yeah, this level aesthetically and visually and also level design wise is really good. I really love this level. Alright, so here we go, where we kind of ended the last video. Instead of that going into a wall, we actually, you know, go into the opera house itself. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to kill a guy that is directly underneath me. And I'm going to do the same thing I did in Venice, and I'm going to kill him with the grenade launcher. Now, what you can do is you can actually make a running jump for that platform and snipe him from there. However, I don't recommend it because the idea is to try to take no damage. And as you can see, there he is. So let's see how we do this. He was standing still, meaning that we were able to blast him to smithereens. Awesome. And yeah, we want to try to not take a lot of damage because this is actually a really difficult level to get through without using a med pack. In fact, I would even say this is the first really hard level to get through without using a med pack. Because there's a lot of gun guys, there's a lot of places where you can instantly kill yourself, and yeah, we gotta fight a boss at the end, so yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Alright, so if you fall into the water, the way to go is to the left side of the entrance, where you will find this ladder. Now, there's actually a reason we want to go here, because there's actually a lever, and this lever is going to open some trapdoors, or a huge trapdoor, or a hatch, I guess. And it will give us access to a key. And yeah, basically now what we gotta do is we gotta go back to the beginning of the level. And basically we just wanna jump here, and then we wanna do a running jump. So the hatch that we open is right over there, or that opening on the roof. And yeah, with that said, let's just go to it. Okay, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this because you may have also noticed the guy that was in there. Also, watch out for this crate because this crate does damage, so try not to touch it. But yeah, basically, I want to see where he is. Oh, I saw him. But yeah, basically what you want to do is you want to do a running jump, and you know what? I'm just gonna do a grenade launcher. And yeah, we're just doing a running jump. And then we're gonna land over here. Ah! Alright, he didn't blast me, but that's actually good. And also, I didn't want to grab in the air, because if I did, I was gonna land here, taking a little bit more fall damage, but I just landed where the key was, and I took the minimum possible damage I could have taken, which is awesome. Alright, so let's get our automatics, and as soon as we get on the second step, that door is gonna open, but it's also gonna spawn a bad guy. And there's nothing else in this room. Like we have this cubby here, but there's literally nothing. So yeah, this place I guess is a way to have that guy just run around for some reason. And yeah, this guy drops a small med pack, and this door will take us back to that area where we flip the switch, as you can see right over there. Alright, so now we have to just go back to the beginning again. And this time, we actually want to go to the right where we entered the level. Alright, so let me take my pistols for now. And yeah, now we just want to make it over here. Then we want to hop over to this platform. And then, what you want to do is you want to drop down, and then you want to shimmy to where this opening is, where this glass is with a little B. B for be sure to subscribe, right? I'm just kidding. And right here we got some glass, and this glass works the exact same way as the spikes, meaning that if you jump into it, you're gonna die. So if you want to get through without taking damage, you just want to walk over it, which I guess for those who want to know, by walking you press R1. Well, if you're playing with a PlayStation controller, that is. Or if you decide to use another configuration. But yeah, like I mentioned, I'm going to be playing all these games with the default control configurations, which is the ones I'm used to and the ones I've been using ever since I held a controller. So there you go. Alright, so now that we use the Ornate Key, let's go up the stairs. And right here we got a bit of a dangerous area because, yeah, as you can see, we have these breakaway tiles. We also got this sinister music. But yeah, basically we just want to just try our best to not dawdle. And yeah, just make it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And yeah, with that said, let's go into the next area. Now, what you could have done is you could have actually do a running jump, do some hops, but honestly, if you just continuously run, it's actually much easier to do it that way. Okay, so now we're going to take our automatics because now we're essentially on top of the opera house. And, oh, whoops. That was a mistake. But yeah, as soon as you get into this, as soon as you pop out into this area, you're going to spawn a guy with a gun and a guy with a bat. Or actually, no, there's going to be a guy with a gun on the roof of the opera house. And as soon as you enter this, and as soon as you fully enter this room, you're actually going to spawn a guy with a bat and 2 dogs. Now, I'm also going to stand right here because you also spawn 2 gun guys that they're actually going to take a long way to get to me. So let me blast them to smithereens. And let's get the shotgun shells and the small med pack that they dropped. Alright. And the guy in the bat drops a large med pack while the gun guy drops some automatics. But yeah, basically those 2 gun guys that I killed, they spawned around here-ish. And basically, because they cannot cross this little corner right here, yeah, they actually went the whole way around to get to me. So yeah, that's basically why I stood there, so that they will actually, so yeah, basically, when you enter this room, you want to fight near the entrance so that those 2 gun guys do not snipe you as you fight the bad guy, the first gun guy, and the dogs. Alright, so now, where we want to go is, we want to go cat-a-corner to where we entered. And there's going to be this opening with this crate. Now, we want to be careful because, like I mentioned, this crate does damage. Now, there's multiple ways of doing this part, but the best way that I found to avoid this crate is to stand over here and then just do a running jump and just go away from the crate. I mean, that's pretty much it. Alright, so let's drop down here and press this button. Now, this button is going to open the way into the opera house. But it's also going to spawn a guy with a bat. And it's also going to spawn a guy with a gun on the roof, as you can see right there. So now what I'm going to do is we're finally going to use the Uzis. And basically, we're just going to go guns a-blazing with this gun guy. So I'm going to wait for him to... have his back. He's not putting his back. He's waiting for me. He's aiming at where I'm at right now. Oh, he's facing his back. Alright, go. And there he went. Alright, and then we're going to use our shotgun. And then we're going to kill this guy wherever he is. There he is. 2 shots will kill them no matter what, so that's awesome. And this guy drops some shotgun shells and some flares. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, and that's it for this area. Now, I'm going to save my game because I'm going to show you a shortcut you can take in this level. So, if you're going for time, what you can do is you want to look for... Is this the one? No, it's not the one. Or wait. Oh, yeah, it is the one. So basically, you want to look for this hole right here, which is directly straight and to the right from the entrance to this place. And what you want to do is you want to stand on this tile right here. And then what you want to do is you want to basically just back up and just tap the action button. And you're going to slide into this room. And then what you want to do is you want to walk over here. And there's a lever. And this lever is going to open a door that will basically allow you to get into the opera house itself. So essentially you will skip the roof part if you decide to go this way. If you're going for time, that is. But yeah, that's basically a shortcut. But yeah, I'm not going to take this path. In fact, this is going to be a return path, so to speak. When we get the gold dragon, which, yeah, I'm not going to pick it up because I'm going to reload the game anyway. So yeah, we're going to reload the game and we're going to do the correct path. So let's go. Okay, so now, assuming you're doing the long path, what you want to do is the hatch that opened is right next to the lever that we pulled. So yeah, let's go ahead and drop down here. And in this room, we have 2 levers. Now, this lever right here does nothing because we need a receptacle for this slot.
No.
As you can see by pressing action, Lara's going to tell you no because, well, we don't have a key item, so there's nothing we can put in there. Or there's nothing we can try to put in there. So instead, we're actually going to pull this lever, and we're going to open this, and we're going to open that gate, but it's also going to shut us our way into the opera house. So what you want to do is you want to go down here, and there's a button over here to the right. And this is going to essentially, as you see right there, is going to shut that gate, but it's going to open our path into the opera house. So let's go ahead and climb this ladder. And then we want to move to the left. Now, as soon as you see your shadow when you're climbing a ladder, that actually means that you're going to drop into the platform. So just to give you a little heads up. Alright, so now I'm going to take my oozes again because I'm going to kill a gun guy, which is to my left when we enter. And yeah, this guy likes to go guns a-blazing. But you also want to be careful because you may notice these sandbags on the roof, and basically, yeah, if you walk next to them, they can actually fall. They can actually fall and they can actually kill you. So, yeah, you want to be careful. Alright, I'm going to save my game again, and the reason why is because I'm going to show you a huge shortcut that you can take to pretty much skip the entire level. So, what you want to do is you want to stand on this tile right here. And basically what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to aim for that balcony that is right below me. And basically what you want to do is you want to do a running jump at the edge, but then you want to veer to the left. And by doing this, you're going to hit the ceiling, which is something I didn't want to do. But yeah, we're just going to reload the game and try again from there. Jump through here. Veer. Miss. Okay. This is not going to work well. There we go. Oh my god, that took forever. So yeah, basically, if you do this curved jump, what you can do is you can actually go through here. And right over here, we have a lever. And as you can see, it's actually going to deactivate. It is not... We have these sandbag that is not activated. And yeah, basically, right here, we have the final room of the level. So yeah, basically, you're essentially skipping the entire level. However, that means you're also skipping the secrets, which is something I don't want to do. And also, I'm gonna miss the kills and items and all that. So yeah, we're gonna reload the game one last time for this part. And yeah, we're just gonna play the level normally. Okay, so now I'm gonna get my shotgun out because as soon as we go into this part, which is to the right as we enter, those double doors will open, and there's gonna be a guy with a gun and a dog. And yes, thank God I killed the dog first because, yeah, the dog can be the dog is the more threatening danger. Alright, so now I'm going to get my pistols, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk to this edge, and I'm actually going to snipe a gun guy in advance, because this guy loves to snipe you as you're walking on the ground in this area. But yeah, I'm just going to snipe him real quick. Hit scan, please work. There we go. Alright, he's dead, so now we don't have to worry about him sniping at us. And he drops some automatic, but we will claim them at a later time. Now, if we dangle through here, we're going to open another set of double doors, and we're actually going to spawn two dogs and a guy with a bat. So I'm going to kill the dogs real quick, and then I'm just going to snipe this guy. And I'm just going to confront him. Because why the heck not? Now, okay, yeah, sometimes a guy with a gun will spawn on the stage. However, I always forget when or how he spawns. And that's another crazy thing. Is like sometimes he spawns, sometimes he doesn't. Which, yeah, I don't get why. Also, you want to be careful because if you decide to explore a bit, you will spawn some boulders that will kill you, so be careful. Alright, and now, let's take our automatics, and now we gotta go on stage. And there's two ways you can actually go on stage. The first way is to swim to that block over there and just pull up. Or the fastest way, which is do a running jump to here. Now, yeah, as you see right there, there is a guy that spawns, and he's just shooting at me. But yeah, basically, and yeah, this is another case that sometimes a guy will spawn, sometimes he doesn't. And yeah, this guy right here, sometimes when you get on stage, he spawns, but sometimes he doesn't. And to this day, again, I still don't know how he spawns. It's probably like a trigger tile or something. But yeah, this gun guy drops some Uzi clips, and you do want to be careful in stage because we have these sandbags that, yeah, they can fall on you and they can actually kill you. So, I'm going to trigger them immediately just to not die, since I haven't died yet, so... well, I haven't died since the Great Wall, so... yeah, let's keep it that way. Alright, and to the left of the stage... alright, so, if we're facing the audience, to the right, there's a lever, and that lever is going to open that gate up there where that glass is. Now, before we do that, or before we go up there, we're going to fight some bad guys. So let's kill them real quick. And one of these guys drops a large med pack. Now, we also have some sandbags that I am going to trigger. But I actually want to trigger the sandbag that's right here. Yeah, there's a sandbag right there. And, yeah, you may notice there's a shimmyable ledge, which means that... yeah, if you're not expecting that sandbag, it will fall onto your head as you're trying to shimmy. So we don't want to, and we don't want that, you know? We don't want to have some sand in our eyes. Now that being said, you can completely avoid it by just jumping and grabbing the second ledge, or the second tile, so yeah, it's really no, you can completely skip it if you want. Which is awesome. Alright, and this lever, what it's going to do is it's going to drop the drawbridge right over there. And yeah, we can now go into the next part of the level. It's also going to turn on a spotlight, which that's cool, I guess. But anyway, continuing on, we basically now have to get to the top. And basically our objective is we actually want to get below stage. And to do that, we need to drop a sandbag. And this is the way to actually drop said sandbag. Alright, so let's kill this little rat right here. And for this part, we just want to time ourselves. Just jump when the bag's on the opposite side. Kind of similar to the axes in the first game. And there we go. And this lever is going to drop a sandbag, and it's going to open that hatch. So yeah, which one? And yeah, now what you want to do is you want to slide a bit and then just do a dive. And there we go. We're now underneath the stage, and yeah, we now, which is all flooded, and it's also really dark, and we also get some creepy music. Now, there's two ways you can actually go. You can actually go straight or to the left. I'm gonna go to the left first because this will give us access to more stuff. Well, first of all, it's gonna give us access to a lever that is gonna allow us to get out of this place. And the lever is right here. And yeah, this level is gonna open a door at the top where we killed those two, that one gun guy and a dog. Now, before we leave, we want to swim into this little alcove because here we can get the second secret of the level, which is the stone dragon. Which means that... Oh, no, wait, this is the first... Oh, no, wait, this is the first secret. No, never mind. The second secret is the gold dragon, which I bypass on purpose. Alright, let's slide on our flare. And now we can go down into here. And in here, we can actually get a new item. And this is, I want to say, the elevator box. Oh, no, it's a relay box. And this thing will go not in the place that we saw before that needed a receptacle, but it will actually go in an area where that first guy we killed spawned. That first gun guy we killed when we entered the opera house. And yeah, as you can see, we are back in this area. And yeah, these are the doors that we opened to kill the gun guy and dog that despawned for some reason. So yeah, now we're going to go into this side. And now we're going to get our automatics because we're going to spawn 2 dogs. So let's kill them real quick. And the relay box goes into this receptacle right here. Alright, so let's plug it in, or put it in, and basically we can now use this elevator that is to my left. Before we do anything, we're actually going to wait for the elevator to go down a bit. And about here, we're going to pull the lever back up, because we're not only going to make the elevator come back up, as you can see, but we can also get on top of the elevator, and we can actually go through here to actually claim, for real this time, the second secret of the level, which is the gold dragon. And yeah, basically now we have to find the Jade dragon, and yeah, we just have to, get the Jade dragon, and that's it. We're gonna get the items, and then we have to finish the level. But unfortunately, we're not gonna get the Jade dragon until much later. Also, the Uzi sprite goes out of the screen. Yeah, let me fix it a bit. Now, let me put it like this. Let me put it like this and see if it clips again. I guess we'll find out later. Alright, so now let's ride the elevator this time. So let's just get on in. Alright, so let's be impatient. Let's jump to make the thing go slower and also hover in the air a bit. Alright, and now I'm going to save my game because this next part can be very difficult to do if you're going for a no medpack run. Because now, as soon as you get into this room, which by the way, it's the room that we crossed with the breakaway tiles. You can actually see some of the tiles down there. But yeah, as soon as you get into this room, you're going to spawn 2 guys. You're going to spawn a guy on the left and a guy on the right. And they're both shooters. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them my grenade launcher. Now, one thing you can do is you can actually go back to the elevator as soon as you spawn them. And they can actually not get where you are. Or they can actually not get on the elevator. But I'm just going to go guns a-blazing. I'm just going to stay here. And then I'm going to wait for them. And yeah, usually the guy on the left, or usually the guy on the right spawns first, or comes to me first. So yeah, and I'm just gonna get this guy real quick. And there we go. That is both guys. And I didn't take a lot of damage, thankfully, so yeah, I think we're gonna be good for the end of the level. Now, by pulling that lever is going to send the elevator back up, and that's actually a good thing because we actually want to go underneath the elevator. And the first thing we're going to go is we're going to go up these stairs because right up here we're going to get a circuit break or a circuit chip. And basically, yeah, the circuit board. And this thing is what goes into the, and this circuit board is what goes into that first panel we saw when we entered the opera house. So now we have to find a way to get back to that place. However, we have quite a ways off to get to it, so yeah. Also, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going to go through here so we can actually pull this lever. And this lever is going to open a gate to my right. And yeah, basically now we have to make our way back. Alright, so let's... I'll just use the pistols, why not? So let's just kill this rat. And then I'm gonna get a couple of shots on a gun guy that will spawn as soon as we stand in this tile. There he is. And then I'm just gonna lure him back in by just standing on this tile. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for him to come back. There he is. And let's kill him for real. Now you also spawn some rats, and if you continue on these stairs, you're actually going to spawn a dog. Only one, not to worry. Now what's actually weird is that if you jump and grab, or when you pull up on this ledge, you're actually going to spawn a rat or a mouse, yeah, right there, which I don't understand why he spawns late. It's kind of reminds me of the gorillas from Colosseum, where they spawn when you open the door to end the level, or that leads to the end of the level. I don't get it. But oh well, I'm not the game designer, so who am I to complain about this stuff? And you may also notice some Magnum clips, but we'll get them later. Or we'll get them on the way back. Because yeah, that's actually the way to go. However, if you continue over there, there's actually going to be a keyhole, but we don't have a key yet, so yeah, what gives? Well, it turns out the key is actually in this area. So as you can see, we have this this dresser room, and basically we are now moving on into the ventilation system. Now you do want to be careful, because if you touch those fan blades, you will get eviscerated. You're basically gonna die. But the first thing we're gonna get is we're actually gonna get the key that we need, which is the Ornate Key, and this key will allow us to get back to the top of the opera house. Sweet. But now we have to get out of here. And getting out of here is a bit, it can be a bit scary because, yeah, we get a bunch of slopes, and if you do a wrong jump, you're basically dead. So, yeah. All right, so now the next thing we want to do is we want to do a running jump to avoid landing on the slope. And then what you want to do is you want to be on the back and then just do standing jumps. Do not try to grab the ledge, because if you do, you're going to get eviscerated by the fan. Now, before we continue, we want to turn around after the second standing jump, and we want to pull up right here, and we'll see the Jade dragon. However, as you can see right here, yeah, we have a bit of a daredevil approach. But yeah, basically just walk slowly, and you will actually get the third and final secret, and you will get a bunch of Uzi clips. And this will also give you the Uzis if you didn't get them back in the last level. So, yeah, we now have the Uzis if you didn't get them, which is awesome. Alright, so now, the idea is to use this. So, another thing that we also did, or another thing that will avoid us doing, is that, you know, we got the key, but even if we could go back from that slope, there's really no easy way to get back to the top. So, what gives? Well, what you want to do is you actually want to push this block outside of the vents, and you basically have to put it in a position where you can actually put another movable block on top of it. So yeah, kind of similar to what we did in City of Commune from the last level, or from the last game. We have to put a block on top of another block to actually continue on with the level. Even though, you know, in City of Commune, it was just... we actually use it as a bridge, but in this case, we actually need to stack them up. But yeah, just push it up to this point, and then what you want to do is want to jump through some windows. It saves you a bullet, or two, because you shoot with both guns. And then we want to push this block twice. Now, by doing all of this stuff in the vents, in the ventilation system, we also spawn a guy with a bat, and this guy is actually on top where we're at. Basically, where we killed the gun guy and the dogs and the mice and whatever. So yeah, we gotta take my shotgun. Oh god. And just kill him real quick. I thought he was over here, but no, he was much closer than I anticipated. And he drops nothing, the cheapskate, but that's okay, because right over here, we can actually get some automatic clips. And these clips are dropped from that one guy we sniped when we first entered the Opera House. Which is awesome. Alright, and here is the keyhole where the Ornate Key goes. And basically, this will take us back to that one area where we flip the switch and we open a gate. Now, you do want to be careful because we got some boulders we have to deal with. So yeah, here's the door that I was talking about. And yeah, basically, now we can use the circuit board and actually, you know, change the environment. So basically, by placing the circuit board and pulling the lever, what it's going to do is it's going to open the curtain, allowing you to go backstage in the stage. So we're going to put the thing, and then as we pull the lever, if we take a look, we're going to see that, yeah, now the stage is different, which means that we put the curtain up, so now we can actually go backstage, as I mentioned. So yeah, and the way to go is back through this place. And then we just want to drop over here. Now, this also spawned a gun guy, and yeah, I'm going to try to snipe him from here. And whoa, he just teleported. Now, you do want to be careful where you kill him, because if he dies on top of the sandbags, you're not going to be able to pick up the item, but thankfully he didn't die on top of it, so that's awesome. He almost did, so, you know. Alright, now you do want to be careful because there is a sandbag on top. So you want to be careful. And as soon as you step on this tile, which is the first tile that is backstage, you're going to spawn two guys with bats and a dog. Also, where was that guy going? I died, that's all that matters. Alright, so now let's kill these guys quickly and efficiently. And I think both these guys dropped something. No, only one guy did, and he dropped a small med pack. Alright, so now in this room, or backstage, we want to go to the left. Because on the left, we're going to find a movable block. A block that is tinier than the others, and that is because you can actually move it out of the way. And basically, this will give us access to a switch, which is going to close the curtain on the stage. And the reason we want to do that is because, as you can see, there's pretty much nowhere to go from here, but if we close the curtains, we're actually going to find it's actually going to give us access to another portion, or the last portion of the level. So yeah, let's just drop down here, and let's pull the lever. And yeah, you hear the little crank, and yeah, basically we close the curtain on the stage. Now, what this also did is that it also spawned a guy with a bat. Now, you also want to be careful because there is also... Yeah, we have that sandbag right over there. So, you want to be careful. Now, I'm going to try to kill him. You don't have to kill him because he doesn't drop anything. But I'm just going to kill him for completion's sake, I guess. And yeah, as you can see, we are back here where we skipped a long time ago. Which is awesome. Now, should you fall... Well, I guess I should mention this real quick. But yeah, this lever, what it's going to do is it's going to open that door over there. But it's also going to open a door over here, allowing you to essentially get back to the top without needing to, you know, go back to the first room, open the curtain, and do all that bunch of shenanigans. So, yeah, we are good to go. Alright, so now we're moving on to the final room of the level. And I'm going to save my game because, yeah, I haven't saved in a while. And, yeah, I don't want to die to this boss or to the swinging bags or boxes. Now, to avoid this first box, what you want to do is you want to do a running jump as soon as the bag reaches the farthest side from the side you're on. So right there, you want to do a running jump. So just do a running jump. And get completely eviscerated because I did it wrong. God damn it. Okay. You know, I was hoping of doing the Venice section without dying, but I'm bad at this game. I'm bad at this game, guys. I mean, I died on the first level, so you know. Well, that's 2 deaths. Let's see if I can die 5 more to reach my record. All right. You know, I gotta go on the other side because, yeah, I also hit a slope, so, yeah. Alright, so yeah, let's just... There we go. We wanna go for when it's on the opposite side because I am stupid. Alright, and then what you wanna do is you just wanna just hop back when you're on one of the sides. Now, another thing you can do is if you're going for time, you can actually make a jump for those boxes. And there's actually a switch on the other side, which is gonna open a door right over there, which is going to lead you to the end of the level. However, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm just going to fight this guy. Alright, so for this fight, I'm going to take my Uzis. Now, I do want to be careful because there's going to be 2 dogs alongside this guy. Yeah, look at this. Look at this big kahuna. He has these 2 huge revolvers. And, oh, that guy got me, but... Yeah, essentially for this guy, just like every other gun guy, just want to chase him around. And yeah, once you shoot him enough, he takes a plunge. And he has probably one of the most exaggerated death screams. Yeah, he was like... Uh-huh. But there we go. And he drops a bunch of grenades. And each grenade pickup actually gives you 2 grenades. So yeah, we got 6 grenades. Now, if you didn't get the secrets in a Great Wall, he will also drop the grenade launcher, which is awesome. All right. Now, by walking through here, we're also gonna spawn a gun guy. There he is. And yeah, that's actually a reason why I decided to fight him at the entrance because, yeah, fighting that guy plus 2 dogs and that gun guy, yeah, I didn't want him on my ass, so. Alright, so there we go. We killed the guy, and now we gotta go flip the switch. So, we want to get on top of these boxes. And basically, we want to go to this side. Make sure to avoid the boxes. And basically, yeah, here's a switch. And this switch is going to open the door to the end of the level. Now, by pulling the switch, we also spawn a gun guy, and he tends to spawn from the left, but sometimes he appears from the right, but not this time. He appeared from the right. And there we go. We got ourselves some Uzi clips, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have completed Opera House without using a med pack. Yes, we are the best. We are the best. Now, I guess I forgot. Now, I guess something I guess I should mention real quick is that if you look at the statistics, you may notice that the kills are 51. But yeah, if you rewind the video, you can very clearly see that there's less than 51 kills. And the reason why it says 51 is because this game has a bit of a bug where if you kill an enemy with a grenade launcher, instead of counting as 1 kill, it will count as 2. So essentially, so for example, the 2 tigers that I killed with a grenade launcher back in Great Wall, those would actually count as 4 kills since I killed them with a grenade launcher. So yeah, I don't know why that's actually a thing. I don't think the bug got fixed in the remasters, and I do know that this bug is also a thing in Tomb Raider 3. I don't know if it's in Tomb Raider 4, but I haven't checked. But yeah, with that said, we have to get on this plane, look at the beautiful night sky of Venice, and yeah, with that said, we are finished. Although, not really, because we do get a cutscene, so let's enjoy this cutscene.
But it's not quite the same now, is it?
Someday you will get a speeding ticket for that tongue, Fabio.
Hey, it's just a gut feeling that maybe you are wrong to look there.
Is your belief so fragile? Relax. Breathe deep. The gut, Fabio. Has no more direction than a simple through and out. Honest, perhaps, but not entirely. When my father left when I was a boy, he confided to me that he was enlightened, beckoned by something greater than impulse. He possessed the seraph. But he was just a disciple in this design. His death, plotting a path to be sought by the One, his son. You understand? Have faith, Fabio. Not gut rot. We are searching the right place.
I know it. I believe it, Marco.
Good. Heroes, have you fixed that rail yet?
See!
Well, that sucks. And yeah, that guy that was talking, that was actually Marco Bartoli. And believe it or not, that is the first of 2 interactions that you get with Bartoli in this entire game. A part of me kind of wishes that you would fight Bartoli similar to Pierre or Larson in this game, but yeah, I guess it's a bit too much to ask, but I don't know. A bit of a confrontation with Bartoli, at least one before the finale, but more on that later. But there you guys have it. That is Opera House. I still really love this level. I love the abandoned Opera House, and I love these abandoned type looking areas like tombs, buildings, etc., which made me on a craze to go on basically looking channels that basically explore abandoned buildings, which I'm just going to say right now, I am never doing that in my life, even if people pay me. But, it's the thrill of the moment, I guess. And yeah, so you see right there, Lara got knocked out, which means that, maybe next time we might have some items missing in our inventory, but we're going to see what items are when we get into the next level, which is the offshore rig. But until then, everyone, this is Jonathan Wolf. Thank you for watching this episode of the Tomb Raider Marathon, and I will see you all in the next video. Take it easy, everyone.